No, I really appreciate it, but I want to try something with you, and I want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how accurate this is, okay?
Okay.
Kako se prijetiju?
Wow, it's your Russian idea of Russian?
No, I thought that was Serbian. No, I'm wrong?
Let's do it again. Let me be concentrate about it.
Okay, so kako si
Kako si? Oh yeah, how are you? Yeah.
prijetiju? How are you, my friend? Is that?
How are you, my friend? Kako si prijatelju?
Nikola, I'm trying. I'm not very
man,
good at it.
Hey, it's really rare that somebody actually trying to speak any kind of Serbian. So thank you. Kako si prijatelju? How are you, my friend?
I'm okay. It's kind of an amazing language. I was just kind of looking it up, and I'm fascinated by Serbia because I feel like two of the best athletes of all time come from Serbia. You have Jokic, who I swear he loves being in Serbia. Sombor? Do you know where that is?
Sombor, yeah. It's a North City, Vojvodina. It's famous about horses and food and lazy lifestyle. Not lazy, but like loosen up.
Yeah, because I feel like he loves being there more than the NBA, which is great because like he loves being around family and friends and his horses and.
Yeah, but Nikola is a good businessman in his head. He understands. That's where he relaxed. As I know him a little bit, not so much, but I know he relaxed with the horses. He relaxed with his friends, and that's normal. Everybody who works any kind of stressful job as NBA player, I suppose, it's 80-something games every year.
Yeah.
And it's intense, and he's an MVP. He's leading his team. He have all the interviews, all the pressure is on him and everything. So I think those 2 months or how long they have a break, I think he's enjoying to be with the horses, with friends. They're drinking there, listening to music, having fun, So yeah. I understand him totally, Everybody needs that kind of safe space.
And his brothers are huge. His brothers, they're like,
I think Nikola is the smallest one.
Yeah, which is crazy because he's huge.
He's a tiny guy.
Then you have Novak, who's maybe the best tennis player in the world. Like he's amazing. So, but I'm not here to talk about the wonderful Serbian population.
I just want to say something. Sorry to interrupt about Novak. The tennis in Serbia is like. Nobody's playing it. We don't have so many courts. We don't have some kind of even tradition of playing tennis, And you remember the story, Ana Ivanovic and Novak. They both were playing tennis in a swimming pool because it was a war. It was 1999. We were at war with NATO. It was a stupid thing. Never mind. They were kids. And they couldn't do the exercise outside, so they need to do it in a swimming pool without water. They were playing tennis, and both of them became first tennis player in their group. Ana Ivanovic was the first female, and Novak was for a long time the first.
Which is amazing when you think about it. To come from that background into
You're playing tennis. Your exercises in a water. In a buzz. How do you say the pool? The pool.
Pool.
Empty pool. Actually.
Empty pool.
So we have a big tradition of the sport, especially group sports. Basketball, we are very proud of it. Water polo, we are also Serbia those the leftovers from Yugoslavia, I suppose.
Yeah.
The Croatians are good in soccer. We are really envy them for that.
Right. Things. Getting back to Novak for a second, it's funny because in the United States, tennis is a very rich person's game. Like you have to have a lot of money to go on the tours, which is, again, it's amazing what he came from to be what he is.
Can you imagine his father and his family went through, I don't know what, they borrowed money, they have good friends, the bad friends, who have, to help them in that really long struggle to become first and then to become recognized and then to be hated and then to be loved and everything. It is rare. Especially tennis is like, where did you come from, boy?
Yeah. I have to say, like, your life, it's an amazing life. Can you remember the first American movie or TV show that really had an impact on your life, where you're like, because we're going to get to the other stuff, there's some other things that people need to know about you, but can you remember the first American show or movie?
The most of my films that I liked or watched were American movies, to be honest.
Right.
Of course, we have some part of Russian movies, Tarkovsky, Parajanov, the Georgian famous director. So but most movies I like to watch in the cinema and in theaters were American movies. So right. I remember the break dance, flash dance, all that dance movies. That was huge thing for, especially flash dance. Yeah. She lives, if you remember, in a hangar, in a loft. Yeah, some industrial leftovers. She has a bicycle with the speeds, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't have those, and she has a dog.
Yeah.
So that's it. That was like, and she's working like a welding. Do you remember in some industry?
Yes. It was a very difficult job. I remember that. Yeah.
She's so beautiful and working really difficult job that you can die or be intoxicated or whatever.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. The Flashdance was, I think, the first movie, and it played in really big theater in Belgrade. And it has a sound system that was new and everything. And we were like all crazy about it. And I fell in love with Jennifer.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Like, with that, you know.
Yes.
Christ, what that shoulder? What's going on?
Yeah, that movie's a special movie. Yeah. I wasn't ready for you to say that movie, but that's a great choice. That's a great choice.
Because I was kid, and it was first movie with the serious music. I don't know system, and we were like, oh, what? After that, it was break dance. So we went outside and we did what we can do. We and our friends, Roms, they were really huge about it. They knew all that stuff. I'm just know this. I know this. So break dance was a huge thing, and we were like really crazy about it. And after that, I remember Amadeus.
Amadeus, very good. Yeah.
It was a big row in the front of the theater, and I was like 4th grade. And I remember my friend in class, she said, you have to go. I was crying all the time. It's the best movie I ever saw. We were like 4th grade, and we went, and I went to of course to watch it, and I watched it 2 times, I suppose. Amadeus. It was really something, and we fall in love with the music. Of course, we reinvented Amadeus for ourselves, I suppose. And that was really something. So also a movie I had to say I watched 5 times, and now I'm laughing all the time because of that. It was a Cop from Beverly Hills.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop, good movie. Yes,
and his laughter, and that he's from Detroit coming to LA. They are all sweet and everything, and he's tough from Detroit Cop, and that kind of clash and funny, and how he imitated the cows here and everything. and I'm now laughing like I'm living on near to the Beverly Hills, and I'm always that's it. That was my movie. I remember I watched it 5 times.
Wow. And you and I are like the same age, so it's like you and I kind of lived through all these things, right? It's not like, you know, we lived these movies when they came out, so it's like to hear you say this is like taking me back too. That's a really great thing.
In Yugoslavia, we were lucky because we were a socialist country, but we were like between Russia and America. We were independent, unrelied.
Right.
A lot of African countries, India, Egypt, and all African countries, and Yugoslavia. It was never mind some movement. But luckily, we had the opportunity to see the American movies, the Western movies.
Yeah,
and that was really nice. Like 2 weeks after the premiere in New York, or I suppose here in Hollywood, we watched the movies, and that was really nice. That was the good thing.
Yeah. You know, I was listening to an interview you did with Bert, which we're going to get to in a second because he's very funny. It's exactly that interview is exactly 3 years ago today.
Wow.
Yeah, so you are going to all the great podcasts, if I can.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity because English is not my. Maybe you notice.
No, you're great. No, you're
It's
great.
my second language, and I'm always excited to try to maybe communicate and be funny and to be part of the podcast.
You are all those things, and you know the
Thanks,
funny thing is, Nikola. My mother was born in Poland, right?
Oh,
And she lived there for until 15, I want to say, maybe 14. And my mother has a very thick accent. And growing up, my friends said to me, "Boy, I didn't know your mom had an accent." I'm like, "She doesn't have an accent." Like,
yeah.
I couldn't, because I lived with her. I didn't hear the accent. I just heard my mom. Like I didn't hear like even when you talk, I don't really hear an accent. I just hear you. It's weird how my brain works, you know.
I think you're right, because it is what it is, you know.
Yes.
Especially when you're older, you cannot move from an accent, and if you try to move, then it's phony and it sounds phony.
Yes.
And for me, I understand your mother, but she was not actress. Maybe she was, huh?
No, she wasn't. No, she was.
Yeah, I'm an actor, you know, and they sometimes be that, try more American and that, and I'm like, sound phony to me, you know.
Yeah.
So like, this is not. I don't believe you, so I'm trying to avoid that. But maybe I can try. I can maybe.
It's not natural for
It's not. But yes, ma'am, I could eat a frozen dog.
That's really good. I like that. I like that.
Try some. Also, one movie I want also to. In one moment in Yugoslavia, everybody was shifting from the Beta SP system.
Yes.
If you remember, to the VHS.
Yep.
Yeah. And all the video clubs were selling cassettes, and my father bought. I think it's like $5 in our money. He bought 200 movies from the video club.
Wow, that's a steal.
It's a steal. And me and my brother, we were like watching, and it was all that jazz, Blues Brothers, Mission. I remember all those movies. We were like becoming crazy, and every day we were watching a new movie. But one movie really stuck with me, of course, Blues Brothers, of course, those Mission, Godfather 1, 2, Rocky, even Rocky, the first one, I was crying, you know. A second one, when he's reading a book to his wife, I was like, oh, Jesus, this crazy boxer, you know. He's
emotional.
Yeah, he's stupid, but he have a big heart, you know. When he hits in the face.
Yeah.
But the movie MASH. Not the TV show.
Right.
Altman's movie, MASH.
Yeah.
I really love it. And I love it so much. We were watching it hundreds of times. We were laughing our ass off. And it was scary because it's a war. The blood is all the time is going around. You know? It's and now when I'm a little bit older, or maybe smarter, or maybe more analytic, I understand it's anti-war movie.
Yes. Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yes.
And it's against Vietnam, I suppose, in that moment. And as I read, they couldn't get money for Vietnam, anti-Vietnam movies. So producers said, okay, let's be in Korea. Who cares?
Right.
But it's the same, actually. It's the same
premise.
Same thing. And it's so cool. Yes. The way they talk all in the frame. If you remember the scene when they meeting the first time, the Hawkeye. Yeah. They are all talking all the time. You don't know where to look, you know, and it's so lively and so precise. And there is some feeling of this is not movie. This is almost documentary, like documentary, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what The Office, I think, took after hundreds of years. It's like it's almost documentary movie. It's not nothing. It's so funny. If you think about the movie MASH, it got Oscar for a script.
Right.
And I forgot the name. I'm really embarrassed. But the guy who wrote the script, it's the adaptation of the book.
Gotcha.
So I read the book, and the book is really funny, interesting, and everything. But there is a lot of things happen there. He just picked for a movie the best things from the book. So the storyline, and if you think about a storyline in that movie, it's really for Oscar. So first the Hawkeye came, and then the Hot Lips, and this guy, and then they make a show to remove him, and then they Hot Lips, they show her naked, and then after that they go to the Tokyo for a golf tournament, and they have to operate this guy, and then they come back and playing the American football game against Army.
Yes,
against medics.
Yeah.
And it's so many things actually happened in one movie. If you think about so many things and the lines, the guy when he was getting Oscar, he said, "I didn't wrote a line of this. I didn't draw any of these lines because he drew the storyline and the characters. The characters were already in the book, really sharply explained." You know,
yeah.
You just see them there, and Altman, I suppose, told them, "Hey, let's go, let's do it. You have to tell him to go there, but you have to borrow some money, and you have to give back some money from the yesterday, and you have to kiss her, and she don't want it, and it's all happening. Just put the camera there, and if you remember, there is a guy who's driving a jeep, and he just in one moment he looks in camera and said, "God damn Army."
I remember that.
You just directly look in camera and said, "God damn Army."
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that, but that is a really good movie. I hadn't thought about that. That's a really good movie.
It's a movie that invented the famous show MASH.
Yes.
It was the most watched show in America ever.
Yes.
After that, it's Broncos against Denver Nuggets. I don't know, something American football, Super Bowl. The most watched show of all time was the last show of MASH.
Yeah.
Television. All time. But the movie is crazy, and all that. If you remember, there is a radio in a camp.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because the radio is going in all the time. They're speaking something really serious on the radio. You say everybody who has any kind of issues downstairs should go to the doctor. Hygiene of those spaces are really very important.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. While something really serious is happening, some stupid shit is going on the radio all the time, or some crazy Korean song. Oh, some crazy pop Korean song in the middle, and in the end of the movie, on the radio, we get announced every character, and in Donald Sutherland and as this, and John Gold as this, and that. It's crazy. And in that movie, for the first time, I saw the flash forward. I never saw it before.
Yeah.
There is one moment the guy is operating, and Donald Sutherland came in and said, we are going home. And he's having a flash forward. He's coming to America, I suppose, from the airplane, and there is a wife and two kids. And they were like, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." And he's like, this. And then we're back, he's operating still. Yeah. And then you first realize that he has wife and two children. He never mentioned that. He had a lot of girls there. And affairs and everything. You just get a flash forward, and and that feeling of we are going home. There is something called home. There is something really emotional in that scene. He's just having flash forward. That for the first time, Mr. Altman. Big movie for me. One of the best, maybe not one of the. It's you have a Hair, like anti-war movie. Yeah. But on the other hand, you have a MASH. It's quite simple, quite funny. It's below. You don't feel it. It's anti-war movie, but it is. It's army.
Those are really good calls. Speaking of your dad, I know your dad was a pilot. How close were you to your dad growing up?
Well, we are still close. You know, my father, he's painting now. He have good paintings. I can show you later.
Oh, that's awesome!
He likes to paint. He's still flying. He's an instructor of instrumental flying, I suppose.
Wow.
He's still a big experience. One of the best civil pilots in Yugoslavia. He was a parachute instructor to my mama. That's how they met.
Wow, that's really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to tell that story because it's when you go to the party and somebody asks you, "Are your parents a parachuter?" And I said, yes, they actually are.
You told a funny story on Bert. You were saying that because your dad flew so much, he would get the sun. He would get like a sunburn. And
yeah. You come really black, really dark in the face. In the middle of the winter. And I'm like, where?
I never thought about that. Yeah, like that's something that I never even would have thought about.
Also, what I thought about flying, because they are going with the really serious speeds. They are doing in kilometers. I don't know how miles in that, but it's like 100 kilometers per hour.
Yeah,
not 100, 1,000.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's serious speed. I don't know how much is in the miles, but it's serious speed. And physics says if you go faster you go, the slower your time.
Right.
The speed of light, the paradox of Einstein. So I was trying to calculate. My father, I think he's less older for a second. He spared a second of his life because he was going too fast in a plane.
Oh, that's genius. Oh my God. Yeah.
So maybe if he could go faster, he would spare more. But for now, 1 second, I think maybe with physics, I can go really precise, like a minute or 5 seconds.
Yeah. So we're gonna dive into this, but because your dad is a pilot, what did he say about Yuri? Did he like Yuri?
Oh, I call him because I'm flying there Antonov 2.
Yeah.
It's a two-wing plane. It's a Russian plane. And most of the time they use it for the parachuters because it had a big door and could bring like maybe 16 or even 20 people in it. And I asked my father, Padre, I'm playing the pilot. I need to touch all those buttons and knobs. Can you tell me what to do? I don't want to embarrass you. For a start, I don't want to embarrass you. And then he explained, and he was like, "Yo, really? I really like that Antonov. I was flying that Antonov. Me and Mama were jumping from that plane, from that type of plane."
Yeah.
So excited. So I sent him a picture of a plane, and his mama was like, "Yeah, that's Antonov. The plane. It's a crazy plane." And then I took a picture of the board, and he told me, "This is up, this is down, this is go, this is no." Slowly with the gear, and then you pull it a little bit. I know a little bit about flying. I did a couple of times flight simulator with my father. Don't recommend it because it's serious. He's a serious guy, and it's a business, it's a job. And then you watch, you read the lot of things. And I was like, "Can I fly? I want to fly. I would like to play a game. I don't want to wait. I don't want to read anything."
Yeah. That's great.
He really helped me about that, and I was really precise. If any pilot was watching, he would say, "Oh, this guy know what he's doing."
Yeah, that's awesome. Going the extra mile like that. We're gonna get to that too. But I have to say, we talk about your ability as an actor. You're highly respected in Serbia. You're highly respected in the U.S. For those that maybe aren't familiar with you, yeah, you are. But your status in Serbia is a high one. You're one of the more popular actors in Serbia. Yeah. Do you feel like when you do a role in the U.S., right? Do you feel like that has more pressure to it? Or is it just all acting to you, regardless of whether you're in Serbia, the U.S.? How do you approach that, Nikola?
Thank you for that question, because it's the same job, it's the same thing, but the language is here. And another language is here. So you need to rewire. I need maybe 2 days to be really loosen up with the lines.
Right.
On Serbian, I can read. You can call action immediately. On English, I need more time to just put those words to be relaxed. Don't think about the words. Right. Knowing them so good that I can relax. That's the first difference that I notice. And it makes me really frustrated, especially when they giving us these castings, like videotape casting, and they give you 2 days. and like it's 4 pages of monologue or whatever. And I'm like, give us 6 days, please. Give me just to these lines, just this English. I need to rewire it a little bit more. That's what I noticed. The second thing, it really makes me excited.
Yeah.
Because I'm, as you said, a huge star in Serbia. So
you are.
Yeah, but and in one sense, it's nice. It's easy to get a job. You don't go to the casting, somebody offering you a roles. Everybody knows me. I can invent even what I want to do and maybe find the producers or directors or whoever to do that. Here I don't have that kind of power or position. But on the other hand, it makes me really excited when they say, "Oh, this is a good actor," and especially when the camera crew or the director of photography said, "You're really good. You find the light, man. You're professional." I said, "Yeah, man. I made 40 or something movies, and I'm really excited that they appreciate my professionalism, I suppose, or that technical part of making movies."
Yeah.
Or being on now the television is the same like movie. It's one camera, maybe 5 or 6, but it's the same procedure. It's not like live. We are going live with 5 cameras, like a good old television,
Yeah.
So that's really makes me proud, that people who don't know me and don't know that I'm a star or I'm a successful actor, they say, "Hey, this is a good actor. This is really good professional, and we like his acting." And especially when the director or the other colleagues say, "Hey, who are you? Where you came from?" I say, "Hey, man, I fall from the sky, bro."
Yeah, people should do their. Let me ask you this too, and I was thinking about this. Do you think, because you are a brilliant actor, do you think that AI will ever be a threat to people like you who take the craft seriously? Because I feel like AI is like those movies that showed us what the AI robots can be like. I feel like that's starting to be a real thing. So, like, I worry because nothing can ever replace watching Nikola on the screen just doing his craft. I never want that replaced. Is it a threat, you think?
I don't think. Honestly, I think we're going to have some wave, this first wave of lazy stupidity, or I don't know how to call it. But we don't want to pay anybody. Right. So that's the first wave we're seeing now. So I don't want to pay a writer, but it's not a problem of writing. It's if machine couldn't write anything valid, anything normal, still.
Yeah.
About acting, the machine don't want to act. You have to tell the machine, go there. So I think it's going to be a tool. My feeling is, in one moment, it's going to become a tool. What it is, like a rhythm machine.
Yeah.
You can say, "Hey, it's artificial drums." Yeah, but I need to press the button where the drum should be. Or the drum can do the simple fill. But you need Ringo to get it different, to get it live, not to be like sample or whatever.
Yeah.
That's also for writing. In a famous play, like or like, I don't know, Casablanca. Okay.
Yeah.
He said, "I will never put my neck for somebody else. I will never do that." He said 3 times in the movie. The machine will normally, generically think he will never do it. But in the end of the movie, he do exactly that. He put his neck for her and him to leave Casablanca, if you remember.
Yeah.
So if the machine is writing, she will never get idea that somebody who says this do something opposite of that. But that's life. That's people. We're saying things, we feel something different, and we are moving in opposite direction. It's a three-dimensional world. Thinking, feeling, acting,
Yeah.
It's complicated. It's not that simple. Like Chekhov's famous Three Sisters play. Come on, boy.
I have a dog. I have 2 dogs by me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be in a podcast. Relax. The Three Sisters, they all the time in the play they saying, "We are going to Moscow. We are going to Moscow."
Yeah.
And there was a famous story when the Chekhov was Stanislavski was in America, everybody's asking why they don't go, why they don't buy the car, the ticket, and go to Moscow. Answer is, but that's the play.
Yeah.
The play is about that. You're saying something, you're feeling something, but you actually don't have a gut, or actually that's not rational what you want. It's not rational. Nobody's waiting you in Moscow, whatever, you know. So I don't think the machine can ever get all that complicated things that the human soul is. And we are writing because we want to,
right? Because
we have a passion about it, or we are acting because we have a passion of studying human characters and behaviors and emotions or whatever. Machine don't like it. Machine really don't care. You can use it not to pay the writer, not to pay the actor, not to pay the stunts or whoever, or the music or whatever. You can do it. But that's not art. That's not the craft. Even in the end, it's not entertainment.
Right. You know, no, you're right.
It's a tool. Eventually, we're going to get it. It's a tool. And you're going to use it as a tool. You can, if there is explosion, me in a plane, I don't have to be actually in a plane, and you don't have to explode the plane. Machine can do it. And you can make the picture, I'm like, and the plane is exploding. That's it. You know, for all that kind of stuff. Maybe but AI is not for the movies, brother.
Yeah. I hope you're right. Yeah.
No, it's not about, I don't want to pay a writer. I don't want to pay a poet his fee to make me a poem. It's not about that. We are not in a crisis in this world about poets.
Right.
On scripts. We are not in that crisis. We have a cancer. We have malaria. We have serious issues like traffic problems, the air pollution. AI could help us there.
Right.
You need to check how many cells are in one organism. Yeah. I cannot do it. Nobody can do it. But machine can do it and can distinct what is the healthy cell, what is the cancer cell, or cell that don't know what she's going to become.
Right. That's a great point.
That's what the machine should do, and I think that's the direction we should go. And I think we will go eventually. But this is just, people using artificial intelligence to read them a horoscope.
Yeah.
It's bananas. It's stupid. It's like we don't know what is it for. We really don't know. Like
you know where I get worried, Nikola. I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he had a scientist on the show, and the scientist, he also teaches astronomy, I think it was, and he was saying the kids get grades through two ways. They do like a lab where it's like a lab, and then they use stuff on the computer. All the stuff on the computer they get great grades with because they all use AI. They're getting great grades. But then when they have to do it in person, the labs, they don't know. And I tell you where I get really nervous. These are going to be our future doctors one day. And there's no shortcuts to that. And that's where I get I don't want to get too deep here. I'm going off the handle, but I worry because AI think could be beneficial, not in TV or the movies, but in real life. And I think it could be abused, and I think it has really, really scary long-term effects, Nikola.
You're right. That's a good point, because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And if you don't use your brain or your logical or cognitive things, you're going to lose it. I get it. But for me, it's maybe like a calculator, In one moment, you can just count it on a little machine. And everybody said, but you're going to be stupid. You're never going to know like 6.9. I'm stupid, but this is really nice. It's so fast. I don't have to think about it. I can play like a snake on my phone while I'm doing the calculation,
Right.
So it's I'm hoping, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not. It's like just a beginning. And because it's a beginning, it's a stupid thing.
Yes.
We are using it for a shit,
we are.
Tell me, what can I do for my career? My kids were making that joke here. We were doing what can that do to be more successful?
Yeah.
You should do more on Instagram. You should go to the podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
No, didn't mention podcast. It said like Instagram and that, and go to but it's a stupid.
Yeah.
I can tell you that it's not something, but to AI made us help us to have the last song from the Beatles, because they couldn't do it because Lennon made us a demo with the piano, and when he recorded, you have a piano and the voice together,
Right.
and they couldn't split. And if they want to mix a voice more, the piano is there. If they want to put the piano down, the voice is going down, and they couldn't do it, so they give up. 100 years later, Peter Jackson doing the Get Back.
Oh, that was terrific. Yeah.
And they were doing all that with AI, with the sound. So to try to split the music and singing, and the background talk and everything. So AI can do it, you know?
Yeah.
Even for a picture, it's like, you see, I have this flicker here. Let me find where it is. You see? So the machine can do it, like do the flicker, get
right, the little intricacies,
and recognize what is the flicker, what is my lamp, you know.
Right.
So that's what we should. And the Peter Jackson can explain us how many stuff it helped in that movie, but it didn't change what John and Paul singing, and Ringo and George. They are singing the same thing. It's not about content. It's a package of the content, what the AI will help us, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And if you think that's a good thing, and we can hear that song for the first time now and then, la la la, we can hear the Lennon, and the Paul is saying on some podcast or whatever, he said, Peter Jackson called me and just listen to this, and just put me pure John's just voice, no piano. Yeah. And Paul said, I knew it. We got it. We can do the song again. So that's what the machine will help us for. Not to make you a song.
Yeah.
I can make a song, bro. Just help me to maybe, and for the essays and those the kids are using. It's not. I will use it if I were in school.
I would too.
I can't blame them, you know?
Yeah.
We use internet because it started in one moment. You didn't have to have Britannica books in your house to know who is this and who is that and that. You can just pull it there, you know? So it's normal as a tool, but we need to find a way to help kids develop critical thinking and everything. And having some information is not bad. We were always talking, nobody knows the telephone number of anybody.
Right, that's true.
Because we are same age, you know, I suppose 4 telephones or maybe 3. Ex-girlfriend, grandma, and grandpa, and your old phone. That's it, you know. But you know, three numbers.
Yeah, and your finger from the your finger.
The finger, man. I was doing some show in Amsterdam, and the boy was playing. We were never mind. He needs to phone to the police, and he's like 17. He's born in Amsterdam. It's a serious city. He's coming to the old phone in some stable. It's like that. And he's doing like this. And the lady director said, what are you doing, bro? He said, I'm phoning. He said, no. And she came and did it. And he was like, what? How? What?
That's wild. That's wild.
Is this? And I asked him, really, you never saw this? He said, no. I said, did you watch Matrix? He said, yes. Do you remember? He said, I thought it was some SF thing. Like some steampunk thing, you know.
That's funny. That is so funny. And you just brought back another memory, was the Encyclopedia Britannica. Every house had one. That was our internet. That was Google.
Yeah, that was it.
That was Google. That was your Google.
And you were like, I don't know, idiot. What that idiot? The guy with the lack of sense, fool.
So I wanted to ask you quickly about Bert, and then I want to hop into your filmography quickly. So, you know, where did you meet Bert? Because I mean, you guys have a great rapport. He's very complimentary of you, and I always find him amazing because he's kind of like me. We kind of have the same build.
Yeah.
I don't party all night because I have 2 small kids, but on the weekends or something.
Animal,
yeah, but like I'll have beers at night or something. Nothing crazy, but like he does that, and then is up at 6 a.m. running 4 miles. Like, because I run, it doesn't look like it, but I run 3 or 4 miles a day. So he kind of reminds me of me a little bit. Yeah. I'm trying to get healthier, but let me ask you this: where did you meet? And I love your rapport with him. Just whatever you wanted to say.
Yeah, we met in Belgrade. He was doing a Machine, the movie
about great movie. I loved it.
About his story, and the Belgrade was playing Moscow,
Yeah.
And I was hired from Belgrade for that role, and then we met and we had some reading rehearsals and everything. My sister adored him. She's like huge fan. He likes his comedy, that he's taking a shirt, that she's full of himself and
Yes.
and then we talked a little bit. We were laughing, and he was like, it was his first movie. He didn't act like in a movies or TV or whatever, and he was a little bit, because he's a really cute and really nice guy.
Yeah.
He's really successful. He's a big businessman. It's a serious thing, and he reinvented himself, as I understood. A couple of times he was falling down and he was coming back. He'd fall down and then come back again, and everything. And he was really honest about that. He don't know to act, that he's not familiar with and that he feel a little bit unsure. And I was like, hey, Bert, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna cover you for any angle. We're gonna do it a couple of times if you want, and we're gonna do 100 rehearsals if you want.
Yeah.
This is technical thing. Don't lean on this leg, lean on that leg. Liggity biggity, some simple stuff. And he was really, really thankful for that. Also, he made a couple of parties in Belgrade, and everybody knew me. They knew him, but they knew me. They want to take a picture with me. He was like, oh, who are you? I said, hey, man, I'm a huge star here. So he was really cool, and we had a lot of fun in Belgrade. Belgrade is also a big party town. He was like fit, like a glove. I'm not so big in parties because I have 2 kids and wife and everything, and I'm like behind the party. I cannot do it. I have a headache. I feel sleepy 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
But Bert is like a kid, his energy is like overwhelming. You don't know what to do. And he's really honest and really, really, really shy guy in the core of him. You cannot say it by but he's really, really nice guy. And he called me for that, his podcast. And I was like, this was my first podcast on English. This is my second one, So I thought, okay, I should grab that opportunity and let's talk about everything.
Yeah, and you were so good at that.
He's getting high on his podcast. So I couldn't do it. I was like, please don't. Please, I get high in the middle of the podcast. I will fall down. Or start speaking Serbian in the end,
It was a very, very fun interview. Do you think his famous story is the machine? Do you think that's exaggerated at all, or do you think that's actually how everything happened?
Maybe exaggerated on a spot here and there. But you cannot invent that kind of crazy. Yeah,
that's a crazy. It's the most insane story I've ever heard.
That mafia is sending, or the Russian police actually sending mafia to take care of them, have more sense than anything. If you think about it.
Yes.
Because in all those kind of communist or the really tighten up totalitarian systems, you need to control everything. So if the foreigners are there, if you leave them, somebody can do something. So it's better to send the group of mafia people to take care of them. But they can get drunk and they can become a threat again. People who should take care of you become a problem. Also, the drinking is very popular in Russia in those days. I suppose it's still now, but drinking is popular everywhere.
Everywhere.
Let's be honest,
Yeah.
So that's, I'm sure, true. Also, not having enough people to go to the excursion. How he gets to the excursion. He said, I don't know a word of Russian. And the teacher said, never mind, just sit here so I can have a quota. I can have enough people to do it. That sounds really, really true. That's life. Like some stupid things. So maybe he exaggerated that. And I'm sure that the Russians were fascinated by him.
Yeah.
Because if he's behaving like now, he's
very unique. He's a very unique guy.
Very unique and very open-hearted. And that Florida, like, let's drink, let's party, let's do it all the time, every day, all the time. I think the Russians really fell in love with that. Like, say, hey, this is so familiar. We like that thing too,
Yeah.
So I'm sure that he charmed them.
Yeah.
I'm sure about it. I don't know for exact Come on, Ziki, sorry.
That's okay. He got the town. My dogs are little and they're sleeping, so yeah, I get it. Yeah, he's a really unique guy, but I really wanted to say you are a very highly. I tried to reach out to you a couple years ago, but it's right around Stranger Things. You had a lot going on, and I'm so blessed that you came in. You're a highly requested guest. You know, it was funny because somebody says to me, I kept getting these emails and comments like, "Hey, I really want Nikola." I go, "Well, I want him too." And they said, "Well, I really want him." And I said, "You know what? I think I can make it happen." And then this person says, "Do you mind if?" And this is a stranger. I don't know who it is. Yeah. Do you mind if I do the interview? Yes, I do mind if you do the interview. I poured my heart into this my podcast for 10 years. Yeah, I mind a little bit. Yeah. So, anyways, you know, I have to say, Yuri is one of the more beloved characters in Stranger Things lore.
Thank you so much.
But what's amazing with your character, there's a lot, but you were in 6 episodes and you put such an impression. And this is one of the best fan bases. The Stranger Things fan base is awesome. I love them, and I know I say that about the straight, and I mean it. They are so awesome. I feel like you were more than 6 episodes because of the profound effect Yuri had in this story on the fans. What did you bring to Yuri? Why did you love Yuri? Anything you wanted to say about Yuri just to start this off?
Yeah, that's when we started. You know, the first thing was my agent sent me big letters, capital letters. He'd never do that. Nico, congratulations. It's a Stranger Things. You got it. And so can you imagine my feeling? I just moved to America with my family. We came in 2019 in September. In October, I sent the self-tape. In November, I went call back. And in December, they say, you got it. And I was like, wee-hoo, yeah, crazy, you know. And never mind, the corona stopped it. It went really long and la. But the first scene I did was the scene in a plane. We like chronologically we were shooting.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm doing the laugh because I didn't do it on a self tape. But one day I will just send you a self tape to see. It's the same thing. And they sent me back some meeting here. The brothers. My agent told me the brothers really like you. They like to meet you. So I went on a Hollywood. I'm showing it's really somewhere there,
right?
Hollywood Hills there, and the brothers were so cute, so nice. I was so excited to meet them. They're really like, wow, man, and they're so down to the ground and really humble.
Yes.
And they said, Nico, we really love it. We really love it how you read it. I said, but you wrote it, everything. I said, no, you put something. I said, no, the explanation of the character was vulgar man laughing at his own jokes. Pilot smuggler. And I was like, okay, this is Han Solo, but more on alcohol. and he's all alone all the time because he is somewhere in Alaska. So he's talking to himself. He's over the top. That's all the explanations they wrote down. And I just did it. I just put the plug and then and the Yuri went out. So I go over the top, and the explanation was go over the top. Even on a recall, Carmen Cuba, the famous casting director here, she said, go more. So I went more. More, even more. So I have some feeling of measure what is enough, what is okay, you know. And I didn't want to go over, so I just did some roof that I thought it was a roof, and it was great. So they told me the writers really love it. They really were inspired by your performance and everything. So we wrote another scene for you. It's a Katinka scene with the helicopter and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, man, it's so cool. I suppose the characters should go in a different direction, maybe die earlier or do something or that. But I really don't know. We started with 2 episodes and we finished with 6. And I was like,
Yeah,
It's a so, and what I really like about character is there is like 3 layers to it. That's a show. That's a serious guy that doing all that smuggling or dirty work, selling people for money, whatever. Yeah, it's life.
yeah,
And there is that dignity, old pilot with medal. There is some dignity guy, soldier fighting. There is that Yuri that is all covered up with alcohol and the loneliness and the craziness, and then he becomes like a blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
Crazy guy. But that's the show for the most of the thing. It's a show for them, like ha 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 ha, and then when they fall down, he's like,
yeah. I love your. You said you brought the Han Solo, but maybe a little more drunk, like the.
Yeah. That was my immediately like smuggler pilot. I was like, this is it, and I was so excited because it's a pilot, because of my father, and I call him immediately about the plane and everything when I knew what the plane was. We got Emmy for the stunts. The guy who did the stunts, I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He got an Emmy for the stunts in Stranger Things, the season 4.
Yeah.
And me and Brad, we were fighting in a plane. That was so we were like 1 week in Atlanta rehearsing that fight and everything. So it should be dangerous but funny, and I think that combination, Yuri, Mari, and also Winona, it was like
Bert asked you a wild question. He goes, "Did you have a chance to meet Winona Ryder?" I'm like, he's in like 85% of the scenes. Bert, did you watch Stranger Things? Like,
it's
a crazy question, but it's funny how you talk about the layers, because what I think Stranger fans think they love characters with redemption. And I think that's what Yuri gives them. He gives them redemption. Like, he puts the alcohol aside, the other stuff aside, and he shows us who he is in the end.
Yeah, some decent guy actually.
Yes,
just want some decent guy in a wilderness, and it's a human being. You can go this way, that way. I was watching a Taxi Driver recently, and I never thought about it so much. But that guy could go this way and that way in the same movie. He went to kill that senator or whatever that guy was.
Yeah.
And then he saved this little girl.
Yeah.
So that's what the character can do. So Yuri started like, this is it. And in his brain, everything is normal. Everything is cool.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one funny story?
Absolutely.
You can put it out if you don't like it. It's called Lost in Translation story. That's what's my big problem here is. When my agents send me Brother Loves You a lot, they like to meet you.
The Duffer Brothers you're talking
Duffer Brothers,
yeah.
The creators of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So they want to meet you. Are you available tomorrow? I said, yes. So their assistant will send you details to arrange a meeting. I said, cool, okay. 5 minutes later, and I'm calling my wife to tell her it's a Stranger Things. We want it. This is it. It's the beginning of the beginning. And I like, and I'm calling her, and she's like in some garage or whatever. She's not calling. My agent sent me, this assistant sent one square, said when, and said tomorrow 2 p.m. Where? Square, TBD. Okay. I'm living now in America 6 years. I know it's not meant to be decided or determined or whatever.
Yes, right.
But I don't know that in that moment. Like DMV, CIA, I don't really know. Americans love those 3-letter things. I don't know that. Like for a salad, there's a sandwich, TBL, like,
BLT,
yeah. What? Do you like BLT? What? LSD. It's not in the same range. Like LSD, TBL, it's not the same thing. CIA, and I don't know, DMV. It's not. But I don't know. So TBD. And I like TBD. What's the TBD? I'm scared of Lost in Translation all the time. So I'm calling my wife anytime it's some business communication, I need her to be there to just confirm me, and 4 eyes better see than 2. And I'm calling her, she's not answering. With one hand, I'm putting TBD on a Google map. And it says, and it says 2 days and 15 hours. And I'm like, what? It's somewhere in Alaska. There is a big, I don't know, shipyard or whatever it is. It said TBD. And I said, yes, that's where they do the Russia. They're doing it in Alaska. I'm sure they're there. But how can I be tomorrow in 2 p.m. if I need 2 days and 17 hours? And I'm like, I'm going to sit in a car now and drive. And I will not sleep. I will not eat. I will just drive. And in second day, I will say, hey, I'm in some traffic.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm losing my mind. And I'm putting, can I do it by plane? It's a 4 planes, couple of dogs, and some kayaking or whatever. You know? It's a balloon, and then and then a native Sherpas that take. I don't know. I was like, what is this? What's going on? How evil they are. They want to see me tomorrow, and they're like 3 days from me. And I'm sending a mail, and I said, I'm available tomorrow in 2 p.m. But this TBD, I'm not finding on a map. 5 minutes later, my wife is calling me. She's laughing, but she's angry.
Yeah,
How stupid you are! Oh man, how stupid! It's a TV to be decided. Don't answer the mails. Don't talk about it so many times. Don't do it. But it went like some kind of joke. Nobody.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I was scared, man. I thought, man, 2 days and 17 hours. I never get that result for anything. That's my lost in translation story.
That is a great story. I'm happy you shared that. As much as I love Yuri, I still will never drink a cup of coffee from you ever. I will never take a cup of coffee from you ever.
And never fly with Yuri.
Yeah, I want to show you something, Nikola. Tell me what you think. Okay, so I fully expect you to send me this in the mail. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love that sweatshirt. That is one of the coolest sweatshirts, and that was the parting gift for season 4. Is that? Yes,
the parting gift. It's from Lithuanian crew. They gave us that.
Yeah.
It in Lithuania was really, really challenging. We are doing it by night, and it was minus 26 Celsius. It's -8 in Fahrenheit.
Wow.
So it was
Yeah.
Most coldest shooting I ever had.
How is it like working with Tom, who plays Dimitri? I guess your friend, pilot, guy who knows you. How is it working with Tom?
Tom Vlasica.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Vlasica. He's a German. Of course, and he's from East Germany.
Correct.
So we are socialists. we grow up in the same system. It's complicated. We don't like it. Don't get us wrong. But it was nice getting some. It was different than West Germany. The West Germany.
Correct.
All the Levi Strauss, everything, the socks and the hats. But in socialism, you don't have so many fancy things. So that was really nice. Also, he likes to walk. So we walked a lot. We went on stairs in Lithuania. We went on graveyards in Atlanta. We bought the bikes, both of us in Atlanta. We were driving from studio to the hotel with the bikes sometimes. He's a German. He likes that physical.
Yeah.
I'm more to books.
Yeah.
But he was nice, and he's a huge star. He played in Game of Thrones.
Oh, Faceless. He's great.
He's a really nice guy.
How about Brett Gelman, who plays Murray? I thought you guys had a great rapport.
Wow, man. Yes.
That was fun to watch. That was really fun to watch on screen. The two of you go back and forth.
Brett is a little bit scary if you meet him for the first time. He looks like a nervous guy, with a lot of defense mechanism and everything. But after a while, I really like when I play with somebody that we all, both of us feel relaxed to make stupid suggestion, relaxed to do it wrong, and everything. And after a while, we really got it each other, and it was really fun. And he was suggesting me stuff to do, I suggested stuff him to do, and we really felt relaxed to really work together. And I enjoy his like bam and then bam when he's fighting with me in the plane. It was really something enjoyable. And after the show, we went a couple of times outside. I met his wife. He met my wife. We went for a couple of lunches, dinner. We even go to the movies here on a cemetery.
Ah,
yeah, here in LA you can watch the movies on a cemetery. It's a
right.
Summer thing. And if you think about that, so Mickey Rooney, there's Marilyn Monroe, all the people they like movies, so it's okay to watch the movies on the graveyard. And also Jamie was with us, the guy who played Vecna.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, he's a huge star. My daughter was like starstruck for the first time in my life. She was like, "Can I call you?" Yeah, and we were like, that was really nice. And the Brett arranged all of that, and that was really nice from him.
Oh, that's very sweet that happens like that. Do you ever miss like saying goodbye to a character like Yuri? You're done with this, like, because I feel like, and a lot of fans say this, they could have really used him moving forward. Everyone's like, well, the Russian angle, not some people say the Russian angle ended, but so what? Like, he's proven to be reliable. He's a pilot. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there could have been a place for Yuri moving forward in the Stranger Things universe.
Yeah, of course. But you have to understand it's a big saga. It's a long saga. Yeah. There were really interesting characters like I forgot Eddie. Huh?
Yeah, Eddie Munson. Yeah.
Yeah, and that actor is really, really, really good actor. Not really good actor. He's a good actor, and he's a huge star now. He's
Joe Quinn,
or whatever. He's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really nice meeting him. And I was struck by his character. I was like, wow, man, cool! What a cool character! And you don't have it anymore, And you can watch all like a sequel just for him, or even for Yuri. I was torturing myself for a while with those thoughts, like, oh, Yuri can come with a hydroplane on a Venice beach and just see the girls and everything. And I was like, fun of that, or a guy from socialism coming to any kind of store here in America, like, 700 different types of milk. What? Socialism, you have milk.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. So that was my funny angle of it, but I stopped torturing myself, and I, what?
No, yeah, you can't. But like it's a fun what if. But I'm glad I remembered this. I didn't write this down. I thought I read where Stephen King wanted to know Yuri's background and what those guys went through before we see them in Stranger Things, right? Yeah. I swear to God, I thought I read this where Stephen King. I'm 90.
Stephen King said that he'll really like that sleazy character of Yuri.
Yes. Okay. So right. Yes.
Yeah, and you remind him of his character on an HBO show called Brett. I don't know. I forgot. But it's a really also good show about Russian spy. It's fun. So, but just Stephen King saying my character's name, I was like, yes, because I know the Duffer Brothers adore Stephen King, and they read his books, and he's a huge author and huge authority in that genre, so to say.
And influence for sure, because I know.
Yeah, so it was really something. It was really flattering that he noticed my character, and it's not just I'm not just proud for myself. I'm proud for, of course, Duffers that invented it, the writers who made all these things. They were inspired by me, and I was inspired by them. Also, the hair department, the prosthetics, the plane, all the set design, the music, and everything. It's a collaboration of hundreds of people. That was my cool experience having this opportunity to be a part of Stranger Things.
And I know great answer, but and I know you're not selfish or you're not all about you, but that is a compliment when a guy like that says that. When he says like your performance like got him like that screams like that's better than any award, I think. But that's
it is a kind of just get a notice from that guy who is the king of that genre, and his last name say Stephen King.
Yeah.
So if the king said, "Long live the king," yeah, you're right. It's like an award. I was like, "Thank you so much, Mr. King."
I have a few more questions. Thank you for all this time. Oh,
no problem. I'm really happy, and I'm really relaxed now. I was really nervous about my English. Sometimes I'm like, is something bugged in my head, and I go,
No, you're perfect.
Really comfortable.
Oh, thank you. If you look up on the screen, there's a little Yuri. What do they call those? The bobbleheads. Do you see the screen?
Yeah.
Have you seen those? And
it's not real. It's not real. It's not a part of their collection.
But it exists as a side collection. Is it like a side collection?
No. People can make their own. And there was one guy who made the Yuri, or girl, or whoever. And one girl gave it to me on some Comic-Con. Like, he said, "Well, where did you buy this?" She said, "I didn't buy it. I made it." So the fans invented Yuri's that doll. It's not a genuine thing you can buy on a site or whatever. It's not regular made by them. You can make the head, the eye, the and the box she printed. She said, "I print the box."
And again, if fans are creating a doll for somebody that they like, that's again, like Stephen King, that's a huge compliment for these fans to do that.
Yes, it was. I was, and also what I like about you said about Stranger Things fandom, it's a huge population. It's from India to Brazil. It's whole the world. I never had the opportunity to be part of this huge project like Stranger Things,
Yeah,
and it really flattered and some people were like, "I don't like you. I don't like you." I said, "Okay, bro, I don't like Yuri also. He's scumbag, but nice scumbag. It's funny. There's some crazy charm in it if you're like those kind of boys." And also some people were like, "What's going to happen? What the kids? Millie Bobby Brown? Did you meet Millie Bobby? Did you meet Millie Bobby?"
Yeah.
It was really you see how important the show is for them, how deeply they are connected, and they grew up with that. If you think about when I went for a reading rehearsal in Atlanta, that was really nice. There was first table was the main cast, and the second table up were. So I'm sitting here, Jamie is here, all the new characters, we are sitting behind them. And we read 6 episodes, 3 episodes per day. 3 episodes, then we make a break. Tomorrow again, 3 episodes. So we read 6 episodes in that reading rehearsal. And it was so nice because when they met, you see the people who are like, I think maybe 6 years already or 7 years together. It's different when, I don't know, the kids, I call them kids, they're not kids anymore. They were like 13 or 11, Now they're 16.
Maybe even older than that.
Caleb is older. He went with us on a sexual harassment lecture, he was like in our age.
Yeah.
Be there to listen.
Yeah.
So but they grew up together, and all the crew grew up with them. They know them as kids. They know now as adolescents or teenagers or whatever, So they're really family, And I was like, man, I never gonna be a part of the family. It's really hard, but they're really open to it. And when we read my episode, first day nobody talked to me because they didn't know who am I, and I was lunch all alone,
Yeah.
Because my first time is on the 4th episode.
Yeah.
Like first day, everybody's like, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy with mustache?" And I'm like, "That's it, I'm there."
Yeah.
And next day when we read my episode, they were like, "Hey, who are you, man? I love to meet you. Welcome. It's so funny. It's so cool. It's gonna be a cool character. It's gonna be a cool season." And you're like, yeah. They were really nice. It's a flattering thing to they really welcomed me to the family, and they were like 6 years together. I'm just one reading rehearsal.
Yeah, something tells me that Jamie and Vecna won't have the same redeeming qualities that Yuri has. I don't think it's going to end that way. But
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know anything was going to happen. I don't know really nothing about it.
So I have to ask you this question. So, like, you had to get peanut butter questions at the Comic Cons you've been to. Do you love peanut butter, and are you a creamy or a crunchy guy?
No. I really don't like peanut butter because I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. But in Yugoslavia, where I grew up, we didn't mix sweet with the peanuts.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is salty thing for a beer or whatever, and this is
oh, okay.
But I know there is a Snickers famous or whatever. I don't like that combination. It's a peanut for me. It's salty, and this is I don't. But for a show, I was like, and and it's crazy. I have these prosthetics in it. It's
that's gonna be hard.
Yes, But I was hoping maybe the peanut butter will call me for a commercial.
Shift, yeah. It's funny.
But I'm not sure. They think maybe that the character is not too good. But smuggling that, putting your life in risk for a peanut butter, it's a serious commitment.
Yes. In Georgia, they have a special drink where they have Coca-Cola and they pour peanuts in their Coca-Cola, and that's how they drink it or eat it. They pour.
Wow.
I don't know if it's for me, but that's it. That they pour peanuts. So if they have like a bottle of Coke, they will just pour like peanuts into it, not to fill it up, just enough where you could drink it and eat it at the same. Hey, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. That's it.
So people call season 4 maybe the greatest season of all because so much happens, right? You're in the episode called The Piggyback. We see your redemption. Boy, that episode, I think of any episode of any show I've ever seen in my whole life. Got me laughing, crying. Like poor Eddie Munson, we see him die.
Yeah.
But we see Yuri and his redemption. And the audience needed to see that. The audience needed to see Yuri. He doesn't. He kind of
being behind that.
Yes, he saves Murray, but he kind of saves the audience a little bit because they have been blown away with the passing of Eddie Munson. So I really view Yuri as such an important character and maybe the best episode of a show I've ever seen.
Yeah. I cried when Andy died, and I knew it, and I knew the guy. I met him, and everything. And I cried. So I'm sure that somebody who don't know the behind the scenes and everything. If you're really emotionally involved in a show, and you should be, because the Stranger Things grabs you or don't. You don't watch it or you are inside immediately. So that was nice. I really like that scene for Yuri that you mentioned. It's really serious to have that serious person, human being behind all that show, all that parade and everything, and that he becoming a good character, actually. Because he is a good character in a way. He understands. He just in one moment understands the greatness of situation, the danger of situation, and he comes to on a good side. And I'm not sure that was the first idea of Duffers.
Yeah,
I'm free to imagine that I little bit push them in that direction. Like Yuri can be even a good guy.
Yeah.
And that makes so many layers, and that make the character live, because so many different things in one person. That's a person.
Yeah. I have that picture of you when you open up the door, and then you see Murray's reaction. He's so happy to see you, and then the fans are like, "Yes, Yuri's a good guy. He's a good." It's just such a great reaction from Murray, from you. Look how happy you are. Like, it gives the fans permission to be happy in a very sad episode. Yes. I don't know. It brought such joy to my heart.
Yeah, and he's like a cavalier coming to save our friends, Yes. He's like, here comes the boys with the. Oh, I was really enjoying, and also that scene with Katinka, that helicopter.
Yes.
Oh, and I was I remember we're doing it. You know, in those kind of shows, there is no so many rehearsals. You can do it before, you can do it in your spare time, you can call brothers, suggest this and that. But when you come to the set, we're just doing it. No, you know, it's a big mechanism, a lot of things. So I just suggested about that I'm humping that. I thought it's a so vulgar thing to do, especially in front of Winona's character and everything. It's like, but he's so crazy and horny about it that he forgets where he. And the brothers was like, yeah, we can do it from here, then here, and it really, I think, helped to Brett and Dave Harbour. Like their reaction was like, "Wow, who is this crazy person?" So that was also fun. And I remember when we are doing that scene, when I'm saying hi to them from the helicopter, I thought they're gonna just shoot Vlasica. You know, I didn't know the time in the frame also. And the brother said, "Nico, what's wrong? Smile, you're on frame also."
Yeah.
Then I realized, oh yeah, I'm also helping them, not just him. He didn't hire me, and so I could miss that moment. But the brothers were so precise and concentrated, and it's because I didn't see what Brad will do. And when I saw the Brad was, you son of a bitch, you're like crazy. That's love. That's actually in love, you know. And I was always thinking about how funny it would be, like Yuri sleeps at Mari's house, whatever, you know, just going to the toilet. It's a comedy. It's a scene.
You know, it's funny because I think the fans would agree with me. In season 4, it's the low-key heroes that save that people love. It's Eddie Munson's uncle. He's been on the show. Joel, Uncle Wayne Munson, Agent Wallace. You know, Kendrick has been on the show. Yuri. It's these characters that maybe aren't, you know, they don't have a full-time cast roles in season 1, but they arrive to facilitate the story, and they add so much to it. Like, I can't emphasize enough how much Yuri added to that season. I don't know. I'm sounding repetitive now, but
no. Thank you so much. It's really flattering, and I told you it's a lot of people put their big effort. So you say this, you know, the Duffer wrote that, the writers, everybody, and they invented all these characters, and they were like not stiff with idea. If the character is opening, they will open it. If it's closing, they will close. So I'm not sure how they started, but Eddie, the actor who played that, I'm sure he inspired them for more, and that become my favorite character. I was crying like a baby, like, come on, this metal guy. And he's playing with Metallica. Do you know that?
Yeah, that was with Metallica.
With Metallica, he played on a concert with them.
Oh, that's right. I think I do remember that.
And I was like, man, this is it. Who will call me? I will go to Russia, whatever.
Do you remember watching that episode for the first time? The one I'm talking about, the piggyback episode. Who were you? Like, you said you had kids. Did your kids sound like they love Stranger Things? Did they watch it?
We watch it separate. I don't watch it with them because and first I read it.
Yeah.
The reading of the episodes, it's something really exciting. You know, I worked a lot of TV shows in Serbia and everything. Maybe because I'm famous or I'm relaxed or I'm on top of my game or whatever, but I never felt so excited reading something.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what. First reading is just for me. Am I alive? As my wife always asks me, are you alive? Are you dead, or we're going further with this role? You know, it's hard to get role and hard to stay alive.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the reading for the piggyback? Like, are there people at the table read that find out that Eddie's dying, and do people get emotional when they find out at this table?
We read it at home. It wasn't public. We didn't have together then.
That was still online because of COVID. Yeah.
So I read it at home, and I was like, that's the feeling that will audience have when the first time they see the episode.
Yeah.
That feeling was like, man, this is so. And I didn't know how it's going to look when I watched it. After, I was like, oh, this went from here to here. And emotionally, I was always already overwhelmed. And then the episode actually just blew me away. And I was like, oh, I'm crying. And I know what's going to happen. I know they're all actors. They are alive. Everything's fine. But, you know, so that's why that show is so successful, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that episode also has Robert Englund, who's Freddy Krueger, who plays Victor Creel, Jamie's
dad,
you know.
That was scary, man. That was scary.
Yeah. You know, it's amazing. You know, earlier we were talking about, you know, actors, and I have a feeling, and I heard Bert ask you a version of this question, where like you are so professional and supportive on set. Like remember how you were saying, Bert was like kind of like he was nervous about his acting, and you were very supportive. Sometimes I get the feeling, whether I read it online or maybe an actor I've had in the past, sometimes I feel like it's almost, some actors view it as a competition. And I feel like those are the projects that don't go well. Like, I feel like you have to treat it like a team. Like, we're all in this to get this to be the best product. It's not, I'm better than you, watch this. Like, that's crazy, right?
There is always some competition, especially between boy and boy, girl and girl. You know, some kind of we are fighting for the same meat, or I don't know. But you are right; it's stupid because as I was taught in my Academy of Drama Arts, the king are not playing himself. The court is playing king. So when the king show up, we should do this. And then audience know this is a king. You cannot play it like I'm a king. And it when you watch that, it's look like this guy is nothing. He's like popping, he's doing that. So the king are playing the audience, or the court is playing the king.
Yeah.
You need that group of everybody. So if the Mari was bad, or I was blocking him, or he was blocking me, it would be stupid. He would be less funny, less crazy, less passionate, or whatever. And also Yuri will be less this, less that, and that. But if we are together in that, and I'm supporting him, he's supporting me, and they were in position to be rude, to be stars. They were in position not to be like open. They could be. I've been on some sets that they were like that, you know?
Yeah.
The huge star is a huge star, and he don't have time for you or your suggestion or to like make you relaxed or whatever. Grow up. This is a professional work, you know?
Yeah.
But on opposite, they were really open. They knew it. I don't know. They may be so secure in their position that they can be open, maybe. You know?
Yeah. You know, it's funny that you say that, because I had Henry Thomas, who plays the boy in E.T. He was my last interview, and he would talk about how in another movie, how Gene Hackman was so supportive, giving him how to improve. And I just think that's the way to go. Like, it makes everybody better. It makes the project better. Like, that's just me.
But no, but it is what it is. All those kind of, when somebody's rude or cold or closed, it's some kind of insecurity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's how you play insecurity. Like,
you
know,
too
stiff.
Yeah.
It's insecure. Something's wrong, bro, with you, you know. And especially, I remember when I was a young actor, I was like a kid when I started on the radio and then on television and blah, blah, blah. I remember I always hated those guys. I hate them. I was like, stupid fool. And the biggest star were the coolest people.
Yeah.
The semi-star can be a little bit dickish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something there. So maybe the best people are the huge star and nobody's, you know. And this in the middle, they can be really sometimes like, I'm a star, I'm a this and that. Or they have I needed 51 years to understand that it's not personal.
Yes,
it's not about me. It's some insecurity with them or with the crew or the director or the, I don't know, girlfriend who works in the makeup department or whatever. You know, it's personal struggle with themselves. It's not personal against me.
Yeah. Great answer.
You need a lot of years to understand that.
You do. It's funny because I hear podcasts. Like I was listening to Bill Maher the other day. He's like, I love being where I am. He's like 70s. He's a talk show host. But he's like, my body's older, but my brain is. I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned through time. Like I feel the same way. I turned 52 in October.
Oh man,
I am in the best place.
Yeah,
I'm in the best place I have ever been mentally in my life. Like I love my life. I have a 2-year-old. I have a 4-year-old.
Oh,
I love my life. I wish my body was younger. That I wish, but I don't regret what life has taught me. And I guess that's kind of what you're saying in a way.
That's when you're getting older, the wisdom should come. I'm losing hair. Yes, that's not good. I don't know. I have these wrinkles, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think there is some kind of wisdom, I suppose, that understanding that somebody is just it's personal struggle. It's not personal to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm rehearsing this, especially here in LA with the traffic. It's not personal. He's just stupid. Or she's just watching her phone, like TikTok or whatever, and driving in the same time. She's not trying to kill me. She's just overwhelmed with the TikTok.
Yeah, that's great. I will say this, and I'll end with this. The only thing that I don't like about Stranger Things, and this is the only thing. I mean, I shouldn't even say I don't like it. I wish it was different. Sometimes characters disappear. Like we won't hear from Yuri again. He'll be gone. We haven't heard. Dustin's mom is not coming back on the show. We've never heard from her again. And then like Argyle, the pizza guy, he kind of just disappears. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like. Like, hey, listen, I'm nitpicking, but like I love this show. This show is like a life-changing show. I love it. But I wish that was a little different. But you know what? That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, I understand. That's also what makes emotions,
Correct.
Missing people. You know when he died, the metal guy, it's end. And you are like, oh man, geez. And that's what makes you emotional. Maybe this high from Yuri, that's why it was emotional, because we knew it. Oh, okay, he's in Alaska and they're in America, whatever. We're gonna see, of course, and also you are mentioning so many characters, but there is main characters, 5 of them, and there's or 6 or 7, I don't know exact number, but there is a main character, and we need to see what's going to happen between them. We need full emotional or dramatic or whatever focus on them, and I understand now, after long crying, disappointment and depression and whatever, like everything, and my ideas of plane landing on a Venice beach and sideshow. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if I meet brothers, sometimes I will say, hey, let's do the sideshow. Yuri sleep with Mari.
if you had to make a prediction, going into the last season, which I think is end of November, like November 26th, do you think that we're going to lose some main cast? Do you think, just your prediction? I'm not asking, I know you don't know, but
I really don't know. I'm not.
If you had to guess, do you think we'll lose more than one? Do you think there'll be more than one tragic death?
I'm sure that 11 needs to do something and to seal the deal, to seal the gap from where the aliens coming.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're gonna need some kind of heroic. I don't know, like she gonna jump or kill or whatever. That's the main fight.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm sure somebody gonna lose his head because it's a final season. We need that. We need but I'm sure the writers. I've been on that. I'm showing always there. The house is there. I've been in that house, and I just pass through that room. It's a big board with some kind of arcs and the names and the numbers and things. And I like. And the brother said, no looking. You cannot. It's a magic board of the crazy, and it's like 7 or 8 of them, plus brothers, plus Sean Levy, I suppose, if he's still working on a show, and they're all really excited, really experienced. They invented this. I'm sure they're going to give the best writing and ideas and everything, and the audience will be satisfied, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We grew up. I said we now because we grew up together. You know, it's like 7 years of it's a serious. It's elementary school.
Yeah, that's an awesome answer. I have to say, Yuri was the real machine. Yuri was the real machine. What is around the corner for you? Is there any project? I thought I saw you working on some pretty cool movies. There was some things ahead for you. Is there anything you wanted to promote or get out there?
No, not so much. I thought about it. What should I say about it? But I'm preparing some SF low budget movie in Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy story, and I met director on some jury for a short SF cartoon movies, whatever. And we were laughing our ass, and we was having so much fun. And he told me, "Hey, I have a crazy script. It's just 2 people in an apartment. It's an SF story. Do you like?" And I read it, and I felt it's fun. I have time now, so I will go to Serbia to do it.
There's a project with you and Lily Collins, isn't there? Or is it?
We shot that in Georgia, in Georgia, in Tbilisi. My friend, the director, but that movie never came out. I don't know why. He had some problem with producer and editing material and blah blah blah. I don't know. It's just stuck.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, is Volati? Is that okay? Is my Serbian Volate? Thank you. Is that? Did I say that?
Hvala.
Well, thank you. So I have to tell you, I'm a big fan, and thank you for all your generous time.
No problem, Derek. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak to the fans of your podcast and the fans of Stranger Things. And we mentioned very cool movies, so that's a suggestion to watch.
Yeah, thank you so much.